With every great defense is a great secondary. And believe it or not, Jackson State has upgraded each position within that team, so much so that if you speak to talent evaluators, they will tell you that this coming year Jackson State team would destroy the past season's Jackson State team. I don't think anyone realized the talent that they're about to see this fall. But this secondary position is so loaded that I've given them a nickname. Whether they want to use it or not, it doesn't matter to me. But when I see the Jackson State secondary, is a team that I see fits, and that is no wideouts open. Because whenever your best receivers go up against these DBs, you're going to have a long day. And I'll chime in. What's good, everyone? This is RawTruth Media, giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. Peace and blessings. Peace and love to everyone that's tuning in. Make sure to like and share this video. The name that I give this Jackson State secondary, and again, I don't care if they use it or not, but this is what I see from them. NWO. No wideouts open. Now, for my wrestling fans, the NWO was a group in the WCW who was running Ish, and every time they were on TV, the ratings were high. They was whooping everybody's tail. They had a swagger. And let's be honest, there was only a few dudes on that group that brothers and sisters only respected. Everybody liked Scott Hall. He was a cool one. And Kevin Nash. No one gave a damn about Hulk Hogan. I'm just keeping it real. But let me digress. But the NWO didn't take Ish from no one. Every match they had, you know someone was going to get their ass kicked. Now we take it to football. And when I watch the Jackson State secondary, they have all that you need in DBs. They have the DBs who run 4.3s. And that's an accurate time, by the way, or should I say times. DeJohn Nugget Warren and Isaiah Bolden are the fastest corners of the team. Reportedly, Travis Hunter is right there. And then you have the hard hitters in the secondary. John Huggins, Cameron Selman Craig, who has a little quote-unquote honey badger to his game. And then Shiloh Sanders, when he's healthy, especially when it's focused, he will lay the lumber. And what people don't bring up about Shiloh's game is that he has great ball skills, man. He knows how to attack the ball, and that's why he had a couple interceptions last season. Now he's dealing with an injury, and I hope he takes his time. Do not rush it. I hope Shiloh is taking great advice to heal. The Jackson State secondary would be just fine. I'm not saying this to put down Shiloh. I've always respected his game. I'm just pointing out that Jackson State has so much depth and talent. They could do a lot of things with the secondary. They just added Greg Great, the transfer from Middle Tennessee State, who is a Senior Bowl watch list. Now, I mentioned this before. If you're on that list, you are a baller. And in that video I made about him, meaning Greg Great, I saw people in the comment section talking about, oh, he's got to earn this and that. Let me tell you something. There's a reason why he's going to Jackson State. He could have went to any school in the country. but he is getting that starting position. His film speaks for itself, and he's not some type of Power 5 safety that just, was on a roster, played a couple special teams, and just looking for another team. No, this is different. This is a brother who has won all conference honors, first team, second team, you name it. Greg Great has accomplished everything as a DB in Conference USA, and now he's bringing that to the SWAC. He has the ability to cover tight ends. He can also play different DB positions. He can play the nickel. He can play all safety positions and corner. You're adding that with Coach Derman's defense. Man, that's going to be trouble. I'm telling you, all that play action, missed coverages, time to time. And Jackson State didn't have it all the time, but there were some games where there were leak outs and someone will randomly be open. With this addition, that erases that. And don't leave out the backup DBs. Kelwick Wiggins, who I believe has talent. He's going to contribute. And you already know Coach Dennis Thurman likes to play a bunch of DBs. Also, don't leave out Herman Smith, a DB with good height as well as strength. He's almost 200 pounds. He's super athletic. And if he was playing for any other HBCU school, he would have been starting. But he has a unique situation. And I'm telling you right now, and I hope Herman Smith listens to this. If he doesn't, then it is what it is. If he's patient with JSU, when his time comes, we're all going to be looking back and saying, wow, I can't believe that he got to a point to get to the NFL. And I will be telling you guys, I'm not surprised. He has the tools to make it. It's just patience. Sometimes we forget all you need is 1 year, one outstanding year to make it to the NFL. Look at James Houston. Speaking of James Houston, he should have been drafted higher than where he was selected. But I know he's going to show out and do his thing in Detroit. James Houston had good years at Florida. He had an outstanding year with JSU. That 1 year, he had 16 and a half sacks and really turned that JSU defense around. It can happen. But I like that name, NWO. NW freaking O. No wideouts open. None of your wideouts will be open against this team. Your best bet, and I'm being very honest to everyone that's listening, because I don't sugarcoat. Your best bet in beating Jackson State, ball control, creative run schemes. That's your best bet. Because if you think he's just going to air it out on this team, yeah, he gets you little 5-out yards, dig routes here and there. But there's going to be a time when it's 3rd and 10, and you need a completion, and that pressure gets to you. And then there'll be covered sacks. Or these DBs can take it to the house. You pick your poison. But this is going to be an exciting year in the SWAC and all of HBCUs. And family, can we do this for once? Can we not judge the spring games in the NIL transfer portal era? That's the worst thing you could ever do, is judge any team off a spring game. Don't you know every roster in all of NCAAs is not going to look the same this fall? It will never look the same. Jackson State will look totally different in the fall than what you saw in the spring. Same as Grambling, same as FAMU, Southern, Alabama State, Alabama A&M, Alcorn, Texas Southern. and many more. Bethune-Cookman. And speaking of Bethune-Cookman, I think they're going to have a better record than what people think they would have. Remember, Bethune had a bunch of one-point games, one-score games. Could have went either way. And they got Kamari Everett back. Man. But there's a lot to be excited for, and the fall needs to hurry up. I'm truly excited. This is RawTruth Media, giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. Peace and blessings, peace and love to everyone, and I'm out.